Hello, welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. Soul Travelers, I'm back with another message for you. Again, I was talking away. I probably over 20 minutes and then I don't know, it's like it cut off just like how a previous reading a message cut off. So I apologize for that. But yeah, I was in the midst of it and then I looked and it's like there's nothing recorded. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'll just put them back out. But it was, you know, again, I'm not even going to question God. I don't know. Maybe that other part of it was, it wasn't meant to be shared or whatever. So I'll try to do it again. And again, just ask the Holy Spirit just to bring what He wants me to share at this time. So, welcome if it's your first time returning Soul Tribers, new Soul Tribers. Thank you for your love and your support. I truly appreciate you. So, the first card that came out, it says Broken Ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. So, this could be you, Soul Tribers. This could be us. Some of you, I don't know, maybe you're deciding to leave a relationship or connection. Again, it could be romantic or platonic. For some of you, you could be leaving a business, a company. You outgrow it, for whatever reason. The contract, some contract is going to be broken here. And then we have the basket, recognition, reward for merit. So when I see this card, it's kind of like you're going to get your flowers. Sometimes you're working hard and you don't get the props, you don't get the credit, but at the end of the day, I love to say we work for God. I work for God. And God is going to make sure that you are blessed. It's kind of like your table prepared for you in the presence of your enemies. You're going to be rewarded. And then we have the bird flying, news on the way. So for some of you, for a lot of us, it's kind of like you're in this waiting period. It's like that God is up to something. You just don't know when it's going to be as it. Why? Maybe you put applications in somewhere. You could be waiting on news for something, a purchase, something, but just know that news communication is underway. And to clarify the broken ring, the death card came out. So for a lot of you, you're putting an end, could even be permanently, to a situation in your life. And like I said earlier, for a lot of you, you probably outgrew something, or you're feeling like you outgrow a relationship. Could even be a career place where you've been working at. And it's like it's time to end that. Endings bring new beginnings. You're on this process and you're coming to realize that endings are not really bad. For us, it's like transformation. This is us all day, every day. It's like we're tired of, it's like it's all about change. So for a lot of you, once you make up your mind, the decision is not hard to let go of a relationship or a connection, because the truth is that for a lot of us, and when I see this water here, for a lot of us, we invest a lot emotionally in people, places, or things when we are in it, until you realize, look, it's not working for me anymore. And that's where you put the axe, you cut the rope, you're like, I'm done, I'm finished. But it takes a long time to get there. And then when I look at even this death card, you see how, the rose, even roses have thorns. And I believe God put the thorns there because sometimes when you're so loving, so caring, your heart, you have a big heart, but it's like you're gentle. And then, God knows that people gonna rush you sometime. And then sometimes when you've had enough, and then they get a prick by one of your thorn, you pierce them, you answer them, you put your foot down. That's when a lot of people, like, they're astonished, they jump, because they didn't think that you have that within you to speak up. They didn't expect that from you. Because for a lot of you, a lot of us were very observant. You watch people, it's kind of like you take them out of whining. You give people enough chance and rope sometimes to, do what they want to do with themselves until, like 36, it's a nine. Then you said, enough is enough. You probably give people or a person a lot of chance or opportunities. And even if it's a business partner, it's done, it's finished, the contract, it's over with, it's annulled, it's void. And with the shift here, with the news is on the way. So for a lot of you, and there was another message that I put out recently, and it's a different deck, and it talks about shift too. So in a new direction. So for some of you, some of us, you could be at a crossroad right now where you're like, God, what's next? It's kind of like you're sitting there in that waiting room and you're looking at the doorknob at any moment to see when is the knob is going to turn. That kind of thing. So you're ready. For a lot of you too, this news could shift you in a new direction. Take it however it resonates. A new job, new place, new town, whatever it is for you. But communication is on the way. When it comes to this basket, you've been recognized and getting your reward. And again, with the water, a lot of you soul tribers, you're going to be in your feelings. Some of you, you're probably going to cry because, especially when you've been keeping your head down, you're not expecting this. Yes, you're going to be in your feelings. You're probably going to get really, I get so emotional, baby. You're going to be really emotional, but it's tears of joy. God knows that you've been having tears of sadness. So it's well deserved. You deserve it. Again, to clarify, the broken ring, these cards came out for those up there. Generous. So for a lot of you, you have a big heart. You give with an open heart. You offer without expectations, unconditional love. This is what I'm saying is like for a lot of you soul tribers, you've been so patient with people. It's like the expiration date run out. Like last year, it's like expired milk, eggs. It overstayed. It's time, and you were kind, and then it's like, you know what, enough. Because then you realize that people will end up using you, abusing you. I mean, it's like you lost some of your petals here in order for the skull to even get in there. So you've lost maybe even parts of yourself sacrificing for people on this journey. And we have here the anniversary. So again, you're going to be celebrated. It's going to be an important day when you're going to get this recognition, this reward. You're not going to expect it. For a lot of you, it's well deserved, and it says shift with grace. So for a lot of you, again, change is kind of like your middle name. Once you make up your mind, for a lot of you, a lot of us, you bend but not break. That tells me you're very pliable, like the palm tree. People may look at you again, and you don't look like what you've been through. Because when the hurricane, the palm tree, it bends all the way down, but it managed to get back up. This is what you've been going through, something for a long time, and this is your time to shift with grace, shift with ease. It's your time. It's your time. And with the death card here and with the broken ring, for a lot of you, you could believe in a situation because it's like now you need to walk into your destiny, your purpose. It's like whatever your soul contract, it's fated for you. You could have been settling. It says responsibility, road, and shackles. See, look at the flowers. You've outgrown your cage, and a lot of people are in this relationship or this business. You weren't getting any promotions, you weren't getting any raise. You were just having more responsibility. People try to cage you in, want you to play small, to dim your light. You know what I mean? And it's like it's time for you to expand. People have you in shackles. They don't want you to fly. And this is why it's like there's a song, when God gets ready, you have to move. So even if these relationships, this job was karmic, and you've been basically self sacrificing yourself, being a martyr for a relationship or a business, it's like God is saying, okay, it ran its course. You had your moment, now it's my time. This is what you're here for. It's time to get an assignment. And so this is why this relationship, it will end. You're going to put an end to something. And with the basket here, we have prosperity, abundance, wealth, good luck, and blessings. This is what is coming in store for you. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the hearts of man what God has in store for you. Again, you're getting your table prepared for you in the presence of your enemies. And it's kind of like you don't even see this coming. This recognition, this reward for your merit, your hard work, your good deeds. God didn't miss a beat. You didn't do things to post it to social media to say, see, I fed somebody, I gave somebody $1 today. But God saw everything that you have been doing. Even though sometimes when you're doing things because of people's own insecurity and their jealousy, they think that, if they hype you up, then they're doing too much. So people may not even commend you for what you're doing. But like I love to say, and I use this phrase, I work for God. And so it is for a lot of you. You work for God. And this is why you are going to be blessed. Blessed more than you expect. This is abundance in different areas of your life. Wealth, material wealth. This is spiritual. I mean, good luck, blessings. I mean, it's wow. When it rains, it pours. For a lot of you, it's like it's time for you to make a difference. It's time for you to make a difference. Go on a different path, a different road. Your future, make different choices. Again, destiny. Destiny. Your destiny awaits. Your destiny is calling you. The next shift, it's going to be about your destiny. The next chapter, the next phase of your life, it's going to be about walking in your purpose, making a difference in the lives of people around you. Because for a lot of you, a lot of us, we've been kind of like, again, doing things, whether it is for our own families, but it's time to make that difference in our bloodline, breaking generational curses. For a lot of you, you're already on this journey, so that now you can create your own tribe, your own roots, bloodline, togetherness, your own soul family. This is what you're going to be creating moving forward. Because for a lot of you, this road has been lonely, empty, depression, wandering, gap, period. It's kind of like you're around people, but yet still you're lonely. You're very lonely. Again, threat, feud, natural enemy, deadly threat. So the person or people that you could have been around, they were threatened by you. Again, you have a lot of people around you, and a lot of you could have been sleeping with the enemy, literally, physically. And this is why you're breaking that agreement, that soul contract, soul tie, whatever it is, because this person is a natural enemy, deadly threat. They're a threat, they're detrimental to your health. And this is why you're embarking, for some of you, basically being this lone hero, taking charge, taking control over your life, moving forward. Because again, you learned a lot of things along the way. A lot of people wanted you to settle. Again, you were in a job, Nothing is going on. It just seemed like this long road, unending, more responsibilities. But, again, you can do good, just don't do better than me. It's kind of that kind of vibes that I'm getting there. So for a lot of you, it could be with a Knight of Cups, man or woman, somebody who, again, their feelings are fleeting. See, you are somebody with unconditional love. This person, they're hot and cold. It's like that snake, they're cold blooded. And then it's like you're trying to love on something or someone who has no feeling, very moody. This person could even have been cheating on you with this Knight of Cups here. But I just look at this as somebody who is in the reverse. Very flirtatious. They could lack inspiration as well. No creativity, no spark. Very reactive. They fly off the handle a lot. This person as well, Five of Swords, it's a lot of conflict, arguments, stress, tension, violence. Nine of Swords, up in your head, can't sleep, stress, anxiety. It's like it's not worth it. It wasn't worth it. It took a long time, but I guess it's time to let go. It's time to let go. Yeah, the Emperor. A powerful figure, leadership, authority, domination, focus, stability. So for a lot of you, this could be who you are. You've been leading in the background, and you're going to be rewarded. You're a leader in your rights. For a lot of you, in the Emperor, ladies, your boss, you take control. You know when to basically, put on that hat when you need to go to provide, take care of business, lead your family, be that person of authority in that leadership role, to be focused. Keep your eyes on the prize, and this is why you're going to be rewarded. For some of you, if it's in a workplace, maybe it's your boss who is going to give you this surprise, to say, hey, we appreciate you, we thank you, with this Four of Wands. Is like, in this business, in this community, we thank you for what you've been doing. They're going to celebrate you. Prosperity, harmony. This is what is coming in for you. This is good. So somebody could even be watching you, seeing how you've been going through a lot of things and you didn't allow it to break you. Your determination, your resilience, to keep pushing, to keep going in spite of the wind against your back, in spite of, with the snake, hostility, the enemies. Persons could have seen you as a threat, competing with you, very cold. And, again, it's been noted. The truth is, when God wants to bless us, He uses people. And so if He has to, He will provide somebody to see, to be taking notes, and you don't even know it. God sees your heart. Wow, God sees your heart. Ace of Swords. I'm telling you, new beginnings or mental clarity, focus, vision, good choices, finding truth, success. This is what's coming. You're going to be rewarded and recognized for your honesty as well. You're very truthful. For a lot of you, you're a visionary. This is why God is opening this door for you. You could be this King of Cups again, a lot of masculine energy. A lot of you've had to make decisions, stand up for yourself, have healthy boundaries, self-love, self-respect, not allowing people to manipulate you. So it's kind of like you're not only level up in the Queen of Cups, but in the masculine sense where it's kind of like you can say no, because I think most men can say no and mean no. Whereas sometimes the Queen of Cups can give in a little bit. It's like when you're in that masculine energy, you're more stern, as in regards to your cup, your offers. So for a lot of you, yeah, with the destiny here, you're going to have the destiny and putting an end to this, triumph, success, the fruits of your labor, personal satisfaction. Endings bring new beginnings. This is what you're going to get by putting an end to that business, that romantic, that platonic person. Because again, they were keeping you back. They didn't want you to expand. They want to keep you in a cage. That is like they didn't want you to be seen or shared with the world, because it's kind of like as long as they keep you small, it's more for them. So for a lot of you, you had to move away to calmer water. You move away to calmer water, to a place of calm, new environment, overcoming hardship. Life is, or it was hard wherever you were. You just couldn't stay. For some of you, even if you wanted to stay, God closed it down. See the abundance with the sun card. Everything will go well. Positivity, success, health, fun, and good fortune. This is what is coming in for you. Wow. This is awesome. You deserve it, Soul Tribers. We deserve it. I love it. Look, the Empress. OMG. So we have the Emperor and the Empress. Birth and maternal influence. Material wealth, fertility, luxury, nature, and creativity. I'm telling you, this shift is going to allow you to create, to expand in your knowledge. Again, you're on your path with your destiny, your purpose here, making a difference in the lives of others. Again, like the saying goes, when you work in, when you're in your purpose, you don't feel like you're working. Divine feminine, divine masculine. For a lot of you, this is you having both energies. For some of you, this is a connection on the same level. On the same level. You could have in the past, you were not able to grow and expand, have this wealth or fertility, be creative, because with the Eight of Swords, you felt like you were trapped, hopeless, cornered, or that relationship, that job, that's what it is. You felt powerless. It was a lot of fear. It was a lot of fear. And with the High Priestess too, this could be you as well, but the High Priestess, and then we have the Six of Cups in the back. So again, a lot of people from your past, they could have known something about your destiny, whether it's a partnership, a connection. They know that you and somebody would do well together, and these people were secretly doing things, with the Four of Swords, to lay that relationship to rest, so that you wouldn't move on, you would not expand, you would stay in that environment. See, Five of Swords, it was conflict. They wanted to win at all cost. So again, whether persons, because they're very nosy and inquisitive, with the High Priestess here, they got information, and so this is why they knew something, and this is why they work hard for you to be out in the cold and to lay you to rest, have you feeling like you're trapped in an environment, in a surroundings. So again, maybe it's, again, God will do it, breaking the deck, the Fool card, taking that leap of faith in the new direction, in a new direction. This is a shift. This is a divine shift. It's like ready or not, here it comes. So this is why, again, while you're where you are, bloom where you're planted, because it's going to come quickly. For some of you, if this is a job, maybe, because sometimes when HR call you, they're not giving you a whole day or two to think about it. It's like you need to move, you know what I mean? So a lot of you've been responsible. And when I see this card too, I kind of see the Empress energy with the world right there too. So for a lot of you, you have been very responsible, or you have a responsibility to fulfill, and it's like it's time. It's time to go. It's like the world awaits you. It's like the whole world is in your hand. It's like the world awaits. And so for a lot of you, yeah, this is why you got to go. You have to close out that chapter, because the world is waiting for you as a blessing. You're a blessing to the world for a lot of you. You're a blessing. Again, it's like when it's all said and done, and you're in your purpose, it says, I did well. Number 7. That's God's perfect number of completion. You run the race. You kept the faith. Again, this is well done, good and faithful servant. You did well. You have no regrets. It's like you came and you fulfill your mission. It's like when that time comes, it's like, okay, no regrets. You will go in peace because you came. You're here to make a difference, to give birth, whether it's to your own family, your own children, to be a leader in your home, in a community, but definitely you're here to make an impact on this world, and people around you were holding you back. They were holding you back. It's like with the persistence, like this reminds me of the chariot. It's like a lot of you had to move, you had to, you know, basically you went through some challenging eras or situation in your life when it came to your home life, your stability with 40 there. Yeah, it's like for a lot of you, it's a huge shoe to fit, basically, with the responsibility. But this is your soul contract. See, it's like for a lot of you, wow, this is in the reverse. Be aware of distractions. People didn't want you to be aware of distractions. A lot of people in your life are distractions. And that's a part of the plan of the enemy. When the devil wants to blind us from our vision, he put distraction in our life. And sometimes distractions can be people, somebody, a relationship, it can even be a job. People did not want you to be, and we saw that snake. So people didn't want you to know that you were in dangerous territory with them. They were not aligned with you. They were fake, they were phony, they were snaking you. People wanted to keep you blind to the truth, that wherever you're going, it's going to bring you wish fulfillment. You're going to be blessed. And then another card in the reverse. I'm surprised so many in the reverse. Sadness. But see, you won't be sad. You will be happy. You're going to finish 45, that's 9. When your life is finished, if you are obedient to the call, if you are obedient to your purpose here with this shift, this change that's in the wind, this new era, this new chapter, again, it's going to give you everything and more. You're going to be in your purpose. You're going to have the family that God is going to handpick, soul tribe connection, people who are suitable for you. You see the emperor and the empress. So you're not in any one-sided, lopsided connection. No homosexual, man or woman. Nobody who is going to compete with you. They want to pull you down. No more sleeping with the enemy. This is somebody who is going to encourage you, pray with you, pray for you. You won't have sadness. It's like the end of sadness. You will be birthing, creating. That is what is going to be moving forward. Again, for the connections you had in the past, it served its course, right? Because you learned how to get into your masculine energy, how to balance out your masculine and feminine energy. So it was meant to develop you, to develop us as well. But it's like moving forward, lessons learned. I love it for you, soul tribers. I love it for us. I think this is really powerful. It's a powerful message. Having the courage to walk away from what no longer serves you. Like sometimes people will say, "Oh, I work with this company. I've been here for umpteen years." But yeah, it's like, how is it working for you? You've been they've been married for how many years? How many of those years have you actually lived? It's not just doing things because for society or whatever. But again, a lot of it too could be breaking generational curses, doing things out of the norm, taking a risk, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith in another direction. I saw the fool's card earlier, just trusting, having faith when people can't see it. And again, if it's your vision, it's like you getting a prescription from the doctor's office and you're putting on your prescription glass, you're giving somebody else to wear it. I mean, it's not going to work. It's not their prescription. The vision belongs to you. So don't be mad when people don't see your vision. Even when I got to go, I got to go, I got to go. They don't get it. You may have people trying to run back in to apologize and to negotiate, all of these things. But again, the death card is there. So I think a lot of you know that. This is your time, transformation, your level up, your opportunity to be who you are born to be authentically. Authentically. This is your transformation, your rebirth. I love it for you, soul tribers. I love it for us. Until next time, take care and be blessed.